Hey man, what's going on? Um, I have a friend that is working on learning bar chords, and I want to help him find some ways to make that work. If we just say, well, here's your bar chord, go. That might work for some people, but for other folks, you're going to need maybe some steps to work towards the bar chord. All right, let's just do kind of some exercises. We're going to talk you through some ways to think about bar chords. So the chord we're looking at is, let's make it a D minor at the 10th fret. First thing you got to know is the root note, if you really want to understand how it works. Alright, the root note of a D chord is a D note. 10th fret, 6th string, let's call that the root. How do you know? Let's just review one simple thing, which is crucial. E, F, G, A, B, C, D. That's how you know it's what key you're in or what chord you're going to hit. So again, that's E, F, G, A, B, C, D. Fret numbers 0, 1, 3, 5, 7, 8, 10. So we're looking for the 10th fret. Now you're in the right neighborhood. So if you found that, you can celebrate for a minute. The D note. Now we're going to build something on that foundation. And there's a whole bunch of things we can do here. Here's what the chord's going to look like. But let's just start again with that D root and add a note over here. That's called the fifth interval of the root and the fifth. That's the fifth note in a D major scale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's why we call it the fifth. But it makes a gnarly rock and roll power chord, which could be substituted for a bar chord sometimes. Instead of a full, you can just hit. You can hear how they are very similar. It's just less, but it's more powerful because those two big strings just sound like King Kong fighting Godzilla in a distant valley. A big sound. All right, next step. Work on that. Next step, we're going to add the pinky on the 4th string, 12th fret, which is another D. So we've got D, A, D. That's two roots. D, D. That's important to know. That's an octave. So what you got here is a root, fifth, and a root. And you can hit those three strings, you've got a power chord. Cool. Important. And that's movable. It's all movable. That's what bar chords do. But we'll stay here. So if we can get you that far, index, ring, pinky, that's great. Now we've got to deal, so we've got half of the bar chord down. Let's look at it from the other half. Let's look at it from the skinny string side. We're going to split it in two, then we'll bring those two pieces together if possible. All right, your index finger, it's got to be straight here. This has been a fun thing to watch over the decades teaching. You know, I'm deadly serious with my student. Like guys like, hey, I need to learn a bar chord. Okay, get your index out. Got your index? And they're like, yeah. Like, no, your other index, you know. Anyway, think like this. It's going to go on there very straight. The thing, I don't mean to laugh, but I'll say, dude, I'm deadly serious. Keep it straight. Like, yeah, got it, Brook. No problem. 10-4. Ready. Oh, my finger's too short. I'm like, dude, your finger is not straight. Why, it sure is. Like, dude, straight. Okay, okay, you got it. So we have these circular arguments like, yeah, you're still bending your finger 3 years later. You know, let's not be on the 10-year plan with this. Let's just get it down. So lay it flat on 3 skinny strings. at the 10th fret. There you've got a D, A, and a F. So the D is another root, the A is another fifth, and this F is the minor third. That's what makes it minor. So I'm squeezing with my thumb, keeping that index pretty darn straight. You don't have to squeeze it like the Incredible Hulk. Just get enough pressure. If you squeeze too lightly, you get that sound. If you squeeze a little harder, okay, that's all you need. Just enough pressure. And then relax, keep it loose, come on back and do it again. That's a bar chord. So you've got two halves of the bar chord, this side and this side. Very good. Take your time, do what you can. Everybody's a little different. Some people get it immediately, which is astonishing. Other people take years. But now, let's do the whole thing. You're going to take your index, keep it flat and straight, come on around, and just squeeze it across all six. Bring in ring and pinky. There's your bar chord. Now my middle's kind of hanging up in the air there, wondering what to do. It can lay flat on the index finger to help it squeeze. And that gives you a really cool sound. You can base a whole song on that chord. Or a large part of a lot of songs on that chord. Okay, if your hand, you might feel some pain in that muscle or some other parts of your hand. Just take your hand off the guitar, relax. If you've got tension in your forearms, let that kind of go. Yeah, and then come on back and do it again. Remember, it moves. So, if you want to add some more chords with that, D minor, G minor, and A minor, and D minor. So that's at the 10th fret, G minor, 3rd fret, A minor, 5th fret, D minor, 10th fret. Get those three chords down. Cool, huh? So, you got to go through those steps to get the bar chord down. It's not that super easy at first, but once you get it, you know, I can play a 4-hour gig and there's no pain in the arms, nothing in the hands, everything's good. You know, if you just kind of ease yourself into it, get used to playing every day, you'll be in good shape with your bar chords and stamina and speed and accuracy. It's kind of like a PE class for the arms and hands and brain. But you can remain seated if you want. It's cool. All right. Well, get practicing on that D minor bar chord. Memorize that, practice it, listen to it, move it around, and you'll be ready to do a lot more songs. All right. So, where I get my lessons is just simply questions that people ask me, or I see somebody struggling. I'm like, hey, that guy needs help. Let's help him. Let's give him good info. And then let's take that info and spread it to other people. And that's what this channel is all about. Helping my friends play rock and roll. And guitar is cheap therapy. So I'm just trying to be helpful. And so thanks. If you can subscribe to the channel, that helps me a lot. Alright, let me know if you need any PDF files or any lesson material. And you can do a Zoom lesson if you want to try a few Zoom lessons. I'll watch what you do, and you know, I'll probably learn something from you and teach other people what you're struggling with and how to fix it, and I'll help you fix it. And that's how we do it. All right, man. Have fun. Thanks.